All right, ready? Go ahead.
Okay, so what we're doing, we're gonna do a Meggar test to show for leakage. Okay, and right here, this blue mark, I marked it because there's a contact point where the cable has been bared and your nichrome is making contact with this. Okay, so that's gonna be hot. From here to here, it's gonna be cold. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the power termination first. I'm gonna cut off a little too long. Okay. Then I'm gonna measure the length that I want. So I'm gonna go about right there. Remove the insulation.
Nick it.
I am just nick it. Don't cut all the way through. Just gently nick it. Okay, remove the insulation. But I'm gonna do it a little bit differently. Where's your scissors at? The little ones?
Little one?
Yeah, oh, there they are. I'm just gonna do it a little bit differently. I'm just gonna separate it. It's too short to bend it. And just make a pigtail. You want to get on this side? Come around. Go ahead and move around. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and strip the insulation off. This is the phase 3. This is the final extrusion. So it's going to nick it. Bend it till it shows see it? Separate all the way around. Don't cut into the conductors. Okay. Gently nick, score it. Okay, there's the nichrome. That's a heating element. Okay, I'm gonna unravel it. And I want it off as clean as possible. Still got a little bit left. Okay, so now what I'll do is I want to cut the face to the parent jacket a little bit. Just barely nick it. Okay. Okay. You can see I didn't cut into the conductors. There's no cutting or nothing, right? So for right now, I'm just gonna separate them. Okay, so now I'm gonna go to the other side. And that's the end termination.
Oops.
This is a power termination, okay? So from here, this is another contact point. From here to the other side, it's gonna be hot. This is gonna be cold, okay? This is gonna be used for power. So we'll go ahead and decide how much we want. You can cut as much as you want to expose the conductors, okay? To use conductors, for wiring. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just gently, don't cut into your conductors, or you don't have to do that right now. Okay, you hold it right there. Okay, so now this one we can go ahead and bend, pull the braid back. Okay, I'm gonna make a little hole, a little opening here. And then pull the cable through. So I don't have to unravel the whole thing. Let me just fastest way to do it and the cleanest way to do it. You can pigtail it just to keep it all together. Okay, I'm just gonna go that far. All right, so now we're gonna push it back. Okay, this is gonna be cold. I want to push it back in through. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and create my two conductors. Okay, I have as much as I want, so I'm just going to take some of this, make it very naked. You see, I didn't cut into the conductors. I just scored it. Make it real gently. Then I'm going to remove it. Cut it enough there. Yep. Remove the knife again. Remove this one, finish it off, take it off as clean as possible, because this will get hot. Okay. Remove it as clean as possible. All right. Now I'm gonna save some of this phase 2. It's just added insulation to what it is. I just gently, real sharp knife, and I'm gonna separate them. Thanks. Okay. Okay. Then I'm gonna strip these two. Okay, so now we're gonna measure the cable to make sure that the cable's good, okay? So what we're gonna do, we're gonna tie these two together. And we're gonna use the Meggar. So the other end's gonna be separate.
You're not gonna touch nothing, right?
Push them out. Push it out.
No.
Go ahead.
Right now.
Good? Okay. You wanna come here and help me? The red to the conductors. and then the black to the braid. That is your ground. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and measure. Should see infinitive all the way down. It's gonna come up. Okay, that means that is open. There is nothing making contact. We're gonna go up to 250 volts. Okay. Okay, now we measure the cable. Now we know that the cable's good. It hasn't been damaged. It doesn't have no cuts. It has no failures. And what we can also do is measure from. You're measuring from here, okay, from the two conductors all the way through to the pipe. And again, it's going to be the same thing. Okay, that shows you that it's totally, it's not making contact in no place. Okay, everything is good to go. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. We're going to show you a failure. Okay, that tells you it's making contact with something. Okay, right now it's the braid. It's just to show you what the Meggar's going to do, what the Meggar's going to show you, and what a failure would look like. If it's good, it's going to go to megohms, to infinity. If it's bad, it's going to go to the right. That means there's something wrong. If something is wrong, you don't go further. You find the fault. Okay. So now, what we're going to do, the end termination? Let's go ahead and do the end termination. Okay. We are ready for the end termination. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut 1/2 ways. Okay, and the reason you cut it halfway is because when you bend the cable, bend it around, the conductors do this. They travel back and forth because of the radius of the cable. This way they don't make contact. So then what you're going to do, there's no nichrome, everything's been clean, you haven't cut, there's no failures. You're going to come back with this. Oh, my Teflon tube. Oops. Little baby one's still fine. You got a piece of wrong one. Okay, I would add a little bit of RTV because your nichrome, your heating element was right there. Okay, right in between these two. So I would put some RTV on here, or silicone, whatever you want to call it. You can get it in black, orange, clear, white, doesn't matter as long as it's silicone. Okay, so we'll smear it right here. And now we're going to shrink it. Okay, so at this point you have isolated this piece right here, so because that nichrome is going to be hot, so it's not going to be making contact with anything because you removed it and you ensured it is insulated, isolated. At this point you would come back with more RTV, put some RTV in here, silicone, in the conductors, and spread it around real good, and then insert your end cap. Okay, just kind of spin it around a little bit because it'll be kind of tight. Okay, so now to show you that we've done the job right, that there is no failure, there's no We're going to go ahead and measure with this inside the pipe. I'm going to measure one more time. So you know that you've done your job right. The cable has been properly stripped.
Red.
To the pipe.
Pipe.
Yeah. So we're checking from the conductors all the way through to the pipe. It's on 250 volts. Okay, and that's inside the pipe. That's after we made our termination, so you know that's good. It's good to go. Okay, one more thing. Gonna go ahead and do that power termination. Finish that off. What else do we need? Nothing?
That's not.
Okay.
Scissors.
Got it. Okay. Go ahead and get over here, John. Okay, because this is the same thing. You know your nichrome was in here, and that baby's gonna be hot because of this right here. The nichrome is gonna be hot from here to here. It cannot make contact with the braid or metal or anything. So we're gonna further isolate it. So I'm gonna put a piece of Teflon tubing or heat shrink tubing. And then again, we would put some more silicone from here to here. All the way in. Okay, smear it real good. Take your tubing. Just bring it around, over. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and shrink it again. It gets hot. A little bit, you gotta put it on there. Okay, to make sure that we've done our job right here, that there's no leaks or anything, I'm gonna stick it in the pipe. Maybe it one more time. She's gonna do it to the pipe. We're gonna measure from here to the pipe. So we're going through the conductors, through the insulation, through the phase 2s, through the phase 3s, through the phase 4 or TCOJ, all the way to the pipe. There you go. Nothing. Okay, the reason we do all this stuff, if you do this installation the way we showed, okay, then if it shows that it's good to go, you can go ahead and bring it to power. But if it shows a failure, don't need to go any further. That means there's something wrong right here. You know, it's been cut all the way through or something. So you gotta, you know, you can still save this cable if you want. If you cut too deep to where you've cut into your conductors and you got a failure, you can still cut it back and start all over again. Next time, you know, you can't go as far deep as cut it as deep as, you know, as you did the first time. But if you do it like this, you know, there's nothing going on between here, this and this. So you went all the way through on 250 volts. and the cable is ready to be powered.